Kids dream about making money by playing video games. And it's possible now. How? Through esports. Well, what are esports? Well, esports, or electronic sports, are video games that are considered sports. Which is very weird to some people because video games and sports just seem like polar opposite things. I mean, video games, you have to sit in a room, stare at a screen, and just almost do nothing, while a sport you have to be out and about, active with other people. But that's about where the differences end. Esports are very competitive games with the skill gap differences between the average player and the top player being like comparing a high school student to a college doctorate graduate from a top tier university. The atmosphere is also very similar as well, because you have the top players from around the world gather in an arena with millions of people watching, with millions of dollars on the line, showing off what peak performance in that game looks like. And there's a lot of misconceptions to these sports as well, being that the players are poor, no one watches it, and no one cares, but it's actually quite the opposite. Esports are a growing industry with an increasing amount of viewership, player wages, and business investments every year. And like I said, the viewership is not small. In 2018, around 20,000 people from around the world traveled to Vancouver, Canada to watch TI8, one of the biggest Dota 2 tournaments of the year. And they predict that it's going to get even bigger next year, with moving the tournament to Shanghai, China, in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is the same place as the World Expo in 2010. Online viewership is even larger. During that same tournament, around 15 million people were watching it from around the world through various streaming platforms, which is about as many people who watched the World Series in 2015. That's one of the smaller tournaments too. In the League of Legends World Championships in 2018, they had peak viewerships of 200 million, which is about twice as many people who watched that over the Super Bowl in 2018. These players aren't making little peanut dollars either. Maybe back in 2002, the average player is making around $400 to $600 a month, but that's different in 2018, where the average pro player is making around $4,000 to $6,000, with the top players making over $100,000 a year, sometimes even millions of dollars. They also have a lot of other options of making money as well, such as the Twitch streaming, which according to Thijs Molendik, a Dutch Hearthstone streamer, it was because of the money he got from streaming, he was able to pursue competitive Hearthstone. You can also create YouTube channels where they could showcase tips and tricks, or even just gameplay of them playing, or even get sponsorships, which leads me to the next point, is that businesses are investing a lot more into esports now. For example, Red Bull is the sponsor of the TI8 winning team OG, and also the sponsor of the League of Legends World Championships semifinalist Cloud9. Audi is also sponsoring a CSGO team called Australis. In addition to that, a lot of cities are also starting to get esports teams. Like, for example, San Francisco has the San Francisco Shock, which is a competitive Overwatch team. Dallas also has Dallas Fuel, which is also an Overwatch team. Even some other larger businesses are also investing as well, such as ESPN, which in 2015 through 2017 aired a Heroes of the Storm tournament on their channel. Disney also made a deal with Blizzard this year to show a Overwatch tournament on their channel as well. Even celebrities are starting to get involved in esports. And it's not uncommon for celebrities to own sports teams either, such as Will Smith owning the Philadelphia 76ers. So isn't it a surprise that celebrities are starting to own professional esports teams as well, such as Shaquille O'Neal is the owner of the Overwatch team NRG, and Magic Johnson is the co-owner of Team Liquid, which is one of the biggest names in esports. Even their own companies are starting to put a lot more effort into making esports big as well, such as Epic Games, the creator of Fortnite. They are putting aside $100 million to fund the prize pool for tournaments in the next year, 2019. And this isn't a slowing trend either. Esports are a growing industry, and we can continue to grow and grow year after year. And maybe one day you could even see your own child get a full ride scholarship to college just by being good at video games.